What's going guys, Zennosh here, and today in this video of Epic 7 I am gonna discuss about should you be pulling Cerise or not. Alright, I just summoned her and I tried her using in the battles, in the PvP especially, and then after looking into every things here and there, I made my own conclusion and I'm going to share my views and thoughts and insights to you guys. Alright, so before I start this video, please do subscribe to my channel. Alright, can you please do that? And now let's get this started. First of all guys, Cerise pretty much really is a support type unit, ranger class, a ice type, element type, which is good, but she's pretty much into support type because there are so many debuffs, or let's say negative status effects, embedded in her ultimate skill. And with the second skill, she can pretty much guarantee a stun, especially if you use the soul burn effect. So that's the thing right out there guys. And she is pretty much nerfed, before the release. I mean, like the way that she was designed at first, oh my god, she was totally busted. But right now she is pretty much very rethinkable, that are you supposed to really summon her or not. The first thing that I really want to talk to you guys is that when you go into the summon, you can easily see that she is in the limited summon banner. So that means she is not actually gonna be available anytime very soon, and with the normal covenant summon you won't be able to get her. Alright, so that's what it means by limited summon banner. If you guys are pretty much interested in just collectibles, then you can pretty much go forward and really get her right away. That's the scenario. But when I have to really talk about her utilities, it is very specific. It's like you cannot spam her like universally, like let's say just Kise, or let's say Tywin, or let's say Desert Bazaar, or Desert Jewel Bazaar, or whatever that is, or Bloodblade Karin. Okay, these are the type of hero units that you are looking forward into, who can be used at any point in PvP battle, and they are always going to be good, like SSB, Seaside Bellona. Like this kind of units really do provide you with like really good edge all the time. But Cerise, she is very particular. You cannot even like build her as a damage build, because the attack multiplier, or let's say the damage multiplier on her, all of her skills are pretty pathetic. So you cannot really expect a lot of damage out of it. So obviously you cannot actually build a damage build on her. Building a damage build is like, it's a waste. It's a waste for me. How about you guys? If you guys have different opinion, please let me know in the comment section below. Let's sort it out. If there is something that I have not understood, and if you guys have like some idea about it, then please do let me know on that matter. But in most of the situation in the PvP content, it feels like as if like I am not gonna use her most of the time. Now that's the problem right out there. I've given her a build of like speed set and the effectiveness set, because she really needs a lot of speed. One really best thing that we can see with her is that like she has a very high base speed stat that is like about 122, and you can see right over here that the speed stat that I've given to her is like 208. This effectively makes her a very good counter for like speed cleave teams, because of her like ultimate skill that really slows them, alright, decrease the speed and restrict them. That means like they won't be gaining any sort of like combat readiness. So in like general, she's pretty much a counter for speed based cleave teams, which is also like in the current meta as well. That is all, if you really want to say that. But after using her, I kind of had to sacrifice so many things in my original battle plan that it made me a little bit uncomfortable. Like I can find no place or suitable position for her to place. That's the problem. Like for example, I would love to show you an example right over here. So for my PvP team, I have been using my Tywin, my Vildred, my Bal Cezanne, and my Requiem Roar. Okay, so this is gonna be my like original team right over here. Now, right over here, where to actually place her? That's the thing. Because right over here, I really need one mage, because I need that Tegel's Ancient Book. If you guys don't know about the Tegel's Ancient Book, it's like an artifact that really provides you a head start of 20 souls. That means like you can soul burn a really good skill to get extra turn. Like let's say in case of Tywin, if he can soul burn his ultimate skill, he can get an extra turn, and he can actually spam with his second skill again, and that gives a tremendous amount of advantage. That's like very significant advantage against your opponents. And now right over here, balances are, or any sort of like maze units, like you can go with the Tenebria or Luluka, like this kind of units. They can really carry out the Tegel's ancient build. And the first one should actually be, in my opinion, should be a CR pusher, meaning like she should or he should be really allowing to give a lot of CR push to your entire team. That gives a very tremendous advantage in the PvP. That's the current meta, guys. I mean, like if you have like Desert Bazaar, or let's say, or Desert Jewel Bazaar, whatever that is, and also like Rose or Rock'n'Roll herself, these are the like hero units that will really provide a lot of combat readiness boost. All right, and thing is that like before the like the revamp of the Cerise, she was supposed to decrease the combat readiness of the opponents, and that was supposed to be her main stuff that would really provide her the extra edge against the PvP opponents. But right now she doesn't have that one. She has like nearly nothing to do with the combat readiness, except for her own selfish thing that she will only provide a combat readiness gauge boost for herself only. So that's the thing right out there, guys. And right over here I can actually place, I can actually see no place where I can fit her for right now. If you guys have like very other superb team compositions, please do suggest to me in the comment section below. But for right now I can see nowhere, because the last one and the fourth one should obviously be a cleave damage dealer, or let's say at least a very good damage dealer that can guarantee you at least one-shotting like 1 or 2 units at the most. All right, like let's say Ice says, okay, you can go with the says, you can go with the Arbiter Wildred or Wildred or whatever that is, okay, the main DPS or Ludwig. It's really up to you. So right over here, if I am gonna replace my balances on, or let's say my any of my maze unit with the Cerise, I'm actually gonna sacrifice my Tegel's Ancient Book. If I'm gonna switch with my this CR boosting team, what's gonna happen is that like obviously she might come up first because she has a very good base speed stat. But what about the other units? Once she is done with that one, the the other team will pretty much follow up. The thing is that like yes, she does have slow, but the slow debuff, or let's say the negative status effect, is pretty much for a long-term battle output. All right. That's the thing, and that's the problem right out here, guys. Like I really don't see any place, unless you are in such a like in position where you are really trying to battle against an opponent that pretty much sort of like is sure to boost themselves up with a lot of speed, like let's say alerts and Just Kisa team, or let's say the Bazaar and Tywin team. Like these are the type of teams that really can buff themselves up with a lot of like combat readiness boost up, and in order to like just like control them, you can actually use this Cerise as a good counter for them. All right, and that's pretty much like the only case that she is actually gonna shine through at the most for right now. That's what I think. All right, just look at it. I can just do the burn on the Tywin, and then like I can use like that one. But whereas for the Cerise, she already has a 100% chance to stun, and if she does a soul burn of 20 souls, then only after that she is actually gonna like ignore the resistance. Okay, so she's gonna ignore the resistance, making like the stun to be even more a guaranteed thing. That's all she has. I think in the PvP content, like most of the time, it's either for her to like stun the opponents, or like like just to slow them. And then like even if like she doesn't even strip the buff, she just reduce the like duration of buff by just 1 turn, which is so weak, I guess. Like in my opinion, it's really weak. I mean, like if you can just dispel the buffs, that would be much better. I mean, like just decreasing the duration of the buffs by just one turn. Like, what the hell is that? So that actually made me a little bit very like skeptic about using the Cerise. So let's try to use the Cerise right over here. So if I'm gonna actually gonna use the Cerise, okay, right over here, I am actually not gonna be able to use the Tegel Ancient Book, which actually does provide a lot of advantage in the PvP battles. And that's the thing right out there, guys. I mean, like, the way, I mean, like, the amount, or let's say the sheer the things that I really have to sort of uh, like sacrifice in order to use the Cerise, it's just too much. Okay, so that's the thing. I mean, like, the best thing that you can do with the Cerise most of the time is to stun. That's all. That's all, guys, that's all. Okay, and with the second skill, and that means, like, if you really start with the second skill, what's gonna happen is that Cerise will also provide herself with the 50% of combat readiness boost. So that means, like, if I'm gonna use Wrecking Bro right now, this is actually gonna give my Cerise another 20% combat readiness boost. That means, like, she will be pretty much very near to get her another turn even before the opponents, and that can actually provide you some advantage. I think that's the best way that you can actually use Cerise. So that's the thing. But I think you have to really make a sacrifice with your mage unit, unless you actually create a very powerful mage, like, let's say, Balance Zan, or let's say Tenebria, who can actually deal a lot of damage. Like, just give them a Tegel Ancient Book as the artifact, and you can build them up with the destruction plus crit, or let's say attack plus crit set, and then, like, just hope them that they will annihilate the opponents. If that can be the case, that would be much better, I think, for me. All right, so let's try to use it, and let's see what when my Cerise is actually gonna come. But I think I'm pretty much done with them. Like, I can actually pretty much like, annihilate them. So that's how it's done. But I think my opponents was pretty, like, weak. Let's try to go with another opponent. Man, I mean, like, sometimes I feel like there is a little bit of hope and chance for the Cerise, but in usual case of scenario, I really don't think that, like, she really does provide that a lot of advantage compared to, like, any other units out there. So let's keep on checking it out. How about this team? Who shall I stun? Who shall I stun? Effect resistance. Let's see about this one, guys. Let's see about this one. As he is of, like, a water element, I really don't think, like, it's gonna be really easy for me to stun a grain forest Bicon. Let's see if I can do it. If Bicon can be stunned, that would be really great. Oh, she can be stunned. Okay, that's great. That's great, because Bicon could actually, like, one-shot me. And with this second skill of Cerise, he has now already got, like, 50% of combat readiness boost. And let's see where Cerise is. Yes, Cerise is now even, like, faster than the, like, she will be the first one to go even before the Destina. So that's the thing that you can get with the 50% combat readiness boost right away. So that's pretty great. How about I make a like, this one, because Tywin will break the defense of others. Oh man, that's so sad. I was not able to get it. Man, okay. So let's keep on looking at it, guys. Let's keep on looking at it. There we go. We can actually break the defense like that one, and let's try to clear them out with the like, the stun, the main damage of the Vildred. Oh man. Okay, that sucks. Oh, I didn't even land any, like, attack. Okay, there we go, guys. That's what I was talking about. Like, seriously, getting, like, 50% like of the combat readiness boost right away. That means, like, she will be getting her turn much faster than any other units right out there. Now I can go with the ultimate skill of the Cerise. This is how you are supposed to use the Cerise in the PvP battles, as I have, like, just recently learned. Okay, there we go, and looks like, all right, and I can now get rid of the soul bad guy, guess. Okay, there we go. But I think that the what do you call his name, Crow, might actually get rid of me. Oh my god. Okay, that was really bad. Okay, but anyways, you got the point, right? That it's the first skill that the Cerise really needs to go with, and then she can go with her third skill, and that can actually provide her some really good utility out there. But if you are really trying to fight against a very high speed team in the upper leagues, I think it might not really work that effectively, as we can see right over here. So right over here you can see that like their Cerise is actually getting a lot of turns just like that. Now Baiken, she might actually get my oh wow, wow, that's all, that's all. Okay, man, okay, so let's keep on doing it, let's keep on doing it. Let's keep on attacking that one, and with the Tywin, I'm actually gonna I'm gonna hit that. There we go. I think I can just keep on like auto. There's actually no need to actually like do a manual input, just an auto input. So that's said and done, guys. If you have like Cerise present in the opponent team, how to counter her? If you really want to counter her, you can actually go with the Iceria and Tamarind team, because like Iceria can easily like reset the skill cooldown of the Tamarind, and when Tamarind can go with the Cheer Idol, obviously she's gonna cleanse everything, right? And also she can Shear Push right after that one, so that can actually be a really good counter for the Cerise. And another really good counter for Cerise is actually gonna be the Desert Jewel Bazaar, or let's say like ML Bazaar. It's gonna be really good, because whenever you use this like ultimate skill, what's gonna happen is that like he's gonna cleanse first, and then he's gonna increase the CR of the entire allies. So that can also give a really good advantage to your team if you really manage to pull the Desert Jewel Bazaar. So that's also a really good way. And the thing is that like, well, if Cerise is pretty much like built on like speed and the hit set, that's like she is gonna be a little bit squishy as well, so she might actually be a very easy target for the bruisers if you actually think in that way as well. So those are the things, guys, that you have to keep in mind. I think she is really meant to be used against the like speed cleave teams to slow them down, or let's say mitigate their damage, or let's say trying to be more faster than auxiliary lots, or let's say just Kishe, and then like using her skills much faster in order to stun the Elots, or let's say stun just Kishe, and that can actually be pretty good. Or let's say Bazaar or Tywin, in order to make them useless in the first turn, because like they are pretty much a setup units. Like if they really get the chance to attack in the first place, and if they are pretty much successful in setting up the team, it is pretty much a very severe disadvantage to your team. All right, so if you really want to counter them, then at that time, at that particular time, you can really go with the like this what do you call this, Cerise team. So that is my verdict. As a limited time character, you should really pull her out. And in the effectiveness, I mean, like, she could have been a really busted character if she was not really revamped. But even as of so, right now, she seems to be having, like, limited features. Limited features. I really don't think like she is really that universal, though. That's what I have to say. So let's do this last battle and let's wrap this up, guys. Let's wrap this up. So I will try to stun the DZ because, well, yeah, this can actually be a really good counter for DZ as well, because you guys know like how DZ really is, right? I mean, like, if she gets her first turn, oh my god, that's really sad. And our Cerise being able to stun with a very high base speed is already too good. It's really too good, alright? And I really don't want to miss out on that one. So that's really great. Well, let's try to break the defense of everyone. But I really miss my Tegel's Ancient Book, guys. I really do miss that. Oh my god. I got pretty lucky. That's called luck, guys. That's called luck. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, the Luna is already dead. Everyone are dead, pretty much. And Arbiter Vilredi is gonna come back to life. And let's see how much damage he's gonna deal. Can he annihilate me? Can he? Let's see. We don't know. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Oh man, Arbiter Brigade, come on. Like, can someone really nerf him? Oh my god, okay. Ah, the auto battle. Oh man, it was really sad. It was really sad. But anyways, he was not able to kill any one of my teammates, so that means like there is no skill cooldown on his, the final skill. So I think he's pretty much dead right now. Is he? Is he? Is he? Is he? Is he? Yes, he is. He is. Okay, next attack, and he's pretty much down. So there we go. That is how you are supposed to use Cerise to have like a massive advantage. Not massive advantage. I mean, like, if there is like a really speedy unit in your opponent, like let's say Dizzy, and you really want to counter the Dizzy, then you can go with Cerise in order to just contain her because of the higher base speed stat that she has got. All right. So I would love to end this video by showing you, like the basic stats that I have that is for the Cerise. Let's get back into this thing right over here. So right over here, Cerise. So this is gonna be my, like verdict right over here. She has a speed of 208 only as for me right now. I think for me, like as a free-to-play player, I think even 280 speed is pretty high, but there are so many players right out there, I think, who has even more than 220 speed. So I think I still need to really improve on this one. You really need to have a lot of effectiveness and speed, and that's all you require, guys. That's all you require. And the next thing that I also really want to say to you guys is that her devotion skills really do make a lot of sense. If she wants to do the imperent release, she can provide the critical hit chance for the allies, which is gonna be pretty good for your main damage dealer or your main cleaver like Arvito Bildred, or let's say Cez. And if you want to do the imprint concentration as well, it's gonna be pretty impressively useful for her as well, because like she really needs a lot of effectiveness and speed, and effectiveness can be provided from her imprint concentration as well. So looking into like this kind of factors is pretty great. I think she's actually going to be really good for the PvP contents, especially with this kind of artifacts like Andre's crossbow. Alright, so if you guys have like different opinions, please let me know in the comment section below. I would really love to know more about Cerise. If you guys have like extra ideas on this one, please don't hesitate to share with us. Alright, so this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the contents of my channel, and see you guys in the next video.